did you ever said? I know inside this song I can hear them in my head. They go on all day long. When I try to stop and find the words that I can't say, memories passing through my mind to turn
Recording.
happens in the blink of an eye. And I wonder if they can see what the hell is going on inside of me. Drive me out of my head. I've gone completely insane. I know it's true. I'm better off dead instead of all this pain that you put me through. Tell me, baby, tell me what can I do? I just don't know. Drive me, yeah. Showing everyone the stuff that you're made of. When you're not hiding out undercover, you lay your life on the line from the Lord set down first. You fight fire with fire. That's what it's all about. You fight fire. Fire! Nothing's gonna put our love out. No, no, no. Every day I pour a little gasoline on the flame. Gotta keep the fire burning strong and bright. But our brother's love will never ever be the same. If you don't help me keep up the fight, keep up the fight. You fight fire, fire. That's what it's all about. You fight fire, fire. Nothing's gonna put our love out, no, no. Forest over here, oh, no sidewalk. just kept their view. While all the women and children decay, their footsteps too. Outside in the cold distance, wildcat did two riders were approaching, and the wind began to howl. Yeah, nobody all alone, all alone. I always wanted to find me somebody like you. Now that I have, I don't know quite what to do. Such more reason, impossible to find. If seeing's believing, then I hope I don't go blind when I look at all love is that strong. But all love goes on and on. All love, can't you see? Well, all love was made to be. All love to stand the test of time. It'll be here when the mountains fall. All love is one of a kind. Well, all love has it all. As long as I can remember, I have always been on my own. But you never get used to always being alone. Like a starving soul, someone reaches out to feed. When you gave me your love, 'cause I know it's all I need. And I'm talking about all love is that strong. All love goes on and on. All love, can't I always want to find me somebody like you. Now that I have, no one else will do. Well, I've had a few lovers, and I've played a few games, and I know what's out there, and there's nothing quite the same as our love is that strong. Well, our love goes on and on. Our love, can't you see? Well, our love was made to be talking about our love. Sometimes you never see it coming till it's already there. A little bit of something, love so rare. It makes me feel kind of funny, like I don't know what to do, because I don't need sleep, I don't need money. I just need you, because I could never find another love like yours. It's one of a kind, baby, that's for sure. And if I could wish upon all of the stars, they'd never make another love like ours. It's the only love that I need, and it sets my soul free. Baby, can't you see? Well, I need you. Yes, I do, because I love you. And if you can't see the light of day, 'cause you don't know what you need, make everything okay. Well, I can't see. The sun is shining down on something so new. Happened only because I found you, and I could never find another love like yours. It's one of a kind, baby, that's for sure. And if I could wish upon all of the stars, they'd never make another love like ours. It's the only love that I need, and it sets my soul free. Baby, can't you see? Well, I need you. Yes, I do, because I love you. And still some questions now. Baby, please don't hesitate, because I don't care when, I don't care how. Well, I can't wait just to hear you say that you can feel it too. Our love will find a way, 'cause it's so true, and I could never find another love like yours. It's one of a kind. Skin is hard, stereo is cold. Baby, such a sight to see. God made you, he broke the mold. It's obvious to me. Doesn't matter how I try. There's more than meets the eye. Some things you can't deny because your love is more beautiful than any diamond ring. Your love is more beautiful than pearls on a string. And I know that your love is more beautiful than any song I sing. Your love is more beautiful than anything. And I'll wait just a little bit longer. Too much time to kill. I can feel it getting stronger. Time stands still and I'll wait forever and a day just to hear you say you'll stay. It's brave to turn away. That's my greatest fear. That your love might slip away. You might disappear. There's way too much at stake. That's a chance I just can't take. 'Cause you know my heart would break. Because your love is more beautiful than any diamond ring. Your love is more beautiful than pearls on a string. And I know that your love is more beautiful than any song I sing. Your love is more beautiful than anything. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. It's only words in a song that you might find. It doesn't take you all that long to change your mind. Well, if you don't wait, I know it's getting late, but I think it's more than fair. Because your love is more beautiful than any diamond ring. Your love is more beautiful than pearls on a string. And I know that your love is more beautiful than any song I sing. Your love is more beautiful than
I love that song.
Thank you.
You need to publish that.
Huh?
You really do. You need to have it published
Uh-huh.
for somebody else to do. I gotta go see.
Sometimes it gets so lonely in this crowded place. And if I could only see her face. belongs to her. Because for me, she's the only one. She's the only one. Yeah, yeah. The only one. The only one.
Hello. Hey, what's up? Moni. Sorry, I was recording something. Thanks. I'm in St. George, Utah, but I got a buddy who lives there in North Hollywood. I could send it to him and just have it. I sent him an
Probably hear O.J. Simpson's alibi tape from the Los Angeles Police Department. I think we're probably going to hear some more information on these 5 bags. The question becomes now, did these 5 bags arrive, and were 5 bags checked? Maybe there would be a baggage person. Did he come back with 5 bags? Was something deposited in Chicago and never made it back?
Is there some evidence of one of those bags that did not return?
We don't know. We'll have to hear.
And the other big event of the day is an answer by the prosecution to the motion to suppress on the part of the defense that was made last week. 34 rather incriminating pieces of evidence, a lot of blood involved. And they have said basically we're not going to use this evidence during the preliminary hearing, so it's too soon to bring it up.
Well, I think we're still going to have the motion heard at some point during this hearing, maybe at the very end, because the defense has made a motion to return property. So it doesn't necessarily have to be not heard just because the prosecution is not going to enter it.
Okay, and the other thing, of course, I want to remind everybody of is what is in the envelope. We haven't heard anything about that today. Evidence turned over by the defense last week. Paul Dandridge Live.
Okay, that certainly could come up this afternoon. We'll just have to wait and see. Thank you, Paul and Todd Melnick. Approximately 18 miles west of the courthouse in downtown Los Angeles is the O.J. Simpson home we've been seeing in diagram form. Rick Romero is live there with the news van this morning, and he provides this ground-level clarification of some of the things you've been hearing about all morning during the hearing. Rick?
Well, absolutely right about that, Gina. Marianne, behind me you can see that the Ashford gate, in fact, if we push in a little bit, you can see a black box. That is the intercom box that the limousine driver, Alan Park, was talking about. That is where he pulled up and started to talk to someone inside the house, apparently Kate O'Kalin at that time. He then parked his vehicle out on the street right here on Ashford. You can see now some vehicles there. Those are from the security, the hired security that are now taking care of the O.J. Simpson mansion. Around the corner from here, if you go to your left, is the Rockingham gate. That is the other gate that they have been talking about. The Rockingham gate is where the Alan Park, the limousine driver, parked. It said that the Bronco was parked when he first pulled up that evening, that fateful evening. Now, the Ashford gate, of course, is the gate that is used most of the time because of the intercom box. That is how they enter. The Rockingham gate, which is, again, on the left, to the left-hand side there, that is a gate that is locked most of the time. It is used occasionally by those who are attending parties here at the mansion. Now, this is out of the testimony that we heard most of this morning. Now, we've also talked to, seen an awful lot of looky-loos out here. Earlier this morning when we first talked about it, there was hardly a soul out here. Suddenly there are plenty of media as well as the looky-loos coming by just to check on things, take some pictures. But as you can see, this yellow police tape is keeping us well away from the entrance to the mansion. The gates, Ashford Gate, the Rockingham Gate, they won't allow us to park there because of traffic. So the looky-loos have really not much to take a shot of. I can give you one more picture. If we can pan off to the left again, David, we can show you the mansion. That is the back portion of the mansion, and just behind that is the guest house where Kate O'Kalin was presumably living. Now, this is Rick Romero reporting live from Brentwood. Back to you, Gina Marianne.
Okay, Rick, yeah, we can see some of the traffic moving along there on Rockingham behind you. Thank you. Eyewitness News reporter Mark Brown has also been monitoring today's courtroom developments, and he joins us live now from outside the criminal courts building. He has an update. Mark?
Yes, if you want to talk about the court of public opinion, the public is out here, and they are definitely expressing their opinion. There has been the usual assortment of people out here making their opinions felt about whichever side of the O.J. Simpson question they are on, for or against. There have also been a number of people who have wanted to get inside the courtroom, and there is a system set up, not an official one, but there is a system set up to get people in there. There's only 10 seats, and here's how that system works.
first comes, first served. We write our names on the list, and that sort of establishes notice that who's been here, and we go in order that the person signed.
Then they come back here between 3 and 4:30 a.m. to stand in line. If you get here later than that, you probably won't get in, though some have tried.
You need to move to your appropriate seating
We will.
in the back, to the back of the bus.
We need you to move now. We don't need you to move later. We've had problems with line jumpers before, and we don't want any problems here. But we're going to hold the order and keep the integrity of the list, and so we're asking you to move to your position, and which should be down there about number 15.
Glad to.
There was a problem this morning. See the woman in red? She's a member of the news media who tried to slip in with the spectators. They notified a sheriff's deputy who pulled her out of line. Yes, there is a system, but those who didn't get in say the system is flawed.
Well, people are coming at 7 o'clock at night the day before, signing up, then they go home, go to bed, then they come back, later in the day, and, the next morning their name is on the list. And I don't think it's fair because the same people are here almost ever since it has started.
Okay, I'm with Alexander McCallum, who was...
Kelly.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly. I'm sorry, couldn't hear you properly. What'd you think? You were one of the spectators. What'd you think so far today?
It's pretty interesting.
Was it worth getting up at 3 a.m. to get in there to see it?
Actually, I got up at 11
o'clock last night?
Right, I got here about 2 o'clock this morning. Oh, it was worth it.
Okay, what have you learned? Are you starting to form an opinion about whether a trial should take place here?
It's my personal opinion. I don't personally think so.
Okay.
But the attorneys are very good. I have my opinion of Marsha Clark has changed somewhat. She's a very good attorney.
Okay, thank you very much. We are waiting for one of those attorneys, Robert Shapiro, to arrive, and when he does, we're going to be held behind this yellow police tape. They're trying to keep the unruly cameras from jostling each other and jostling him, so we're restricted to behind this area. When he does get out, we'll try to see if he has something to say. Reporting live from outside the LA County Criminal Courts building, Mark Brown, Channel 7 Eyewitness News. Now back to you.
Okay, Mark, thank you very much for that update. Now, to summarize what happened in court this morning in the Simpson hearing, a limousine driver testified about when he first saw Simpson the night of the murders. Defense attorney Robert Shapiro questioned him sharply about apparent differences between his testimony today and his testimony to the grand jury. The man who lives on Simpson's estate testified that Simpson told him it was over between Simpson and his ex-wife Nicole. That was the afternoon that she died. The court did not take up a defense motion to suppress evidence taken from Simpson's home or that mysterious sealed envelope containing evidence from the defense. That could come later today.
Well, there is other news to tell you about today. Mexico plays Bulgaria today in World Cup soccer. The game's in New Jersey, but Huntington Park authorities are shutting down part of their town just the same.
And people forced out by a fire near Palm Desert are beginning to go back to their homes this morning.
Spencer Christian here to tell you how you and your family can enjoy action-packed days and Hollywood nights at Universal Studios Hollywood with the Got Milk Sweepstakes, brought to you by the California Milk Processor Board. When I run out of milk, it can really ruin my day. What's worse than cereal or cookies without milk? You could win a family package for 4 and thrill to SpectraBlast at Universal Studios Hollywood and a year's supply of milk. To play, send a self-addressed postcard with your day and evening phone numbers to Got Milk at this address. Entries must be received by July 18th, 1994.
Have you ever been turned down for a loan because of poor credit or income? Call Equity West Home Loan at 1-800-340-CASH. If there's enough equity in your home, we can make a second mortgage or refinance your current loan to lower your payments. No credit required, no income verification. Even if you've been in bankruptcy, had credit problems, or are behind in payments, we can help you. Call 1-800-340-CASH. We may be able to get you the cash you need and lower your payments at the same time. Call 1-800-340-CASH.
KABC Talk Radio, LA's most interesting talk station.
Dennis Prager intrigues me a great deal.
It's just good to get your mind going in directions where you don't normally take it.
Hi, I'm Dennis. I'll be your guide.
He's got a lot of strong opinions on things.
Me?
The kind of guy that you want to argue with sometimes and you want to agree with sometimes.
I can agree with that.
You express your point of view. It's informative.
I think it just makes for more interesting radio.
I like him. I like him a lot.
I like her. I like her a lot.
Dennis Prager, early afternoons on KABC Talk Radio.
Sunjet International introduces daily service to the Lone Star for a low fare, just $99 each way. Call 1-800-4-SUNJET to reserve your seat.
Channel 7 brings you the 7-Day Planner as a community service. Friday, July 15th, the Mexican-American Opportunity Foundation will present a free seminar on PR for nonprofits. Saturday, July 16th, Stepping Stones will be holding their 25th anniversary barbecue and open house. Sunday, July 17th, come and enjoy a free big band jazz concert presented by the LA County Museum of Art. Please send your events at least 4 weeks in advance to the 7-Day Planner, a community service of KABC-TV, Channel 7.
2 huge Southland brush and timber fires continue to burn at this hour. The 11,000-acre blaze near Lake Arrowhead is now 50% contained, and fire crews have started making progress on the Palm Fire near Palm Springs. Our reporter Bob Banfield is at the scene with a news van for a live update. Bob?
Well, Gene, one thing that's happening here today that's not good news for firefighters is a pretty brisk breeze that's whipping up right now. Things were looking good until that time, but they don't like to see that if there's any sparks around. But I'll tell you this about this fire. This morning there were some pretty sad pictures to be taken. The Neal home in Pinyon Pines was one of 14 residences lost when winds pushed flames from the fire the Forest Service calls the Palm Fire through Pinyon Flats. Residents forced to evacuate were permitted to return to their property for the first time this morning. Now, they opened the highway at 10 o'clock just for residences, and these people were very apprehensive about what they might find.
We left when the smoke forced us out. When you couldn't see the house anymore, we thought it was time to get in the car and go.
So.
Yeah.
I think so.
So the smoke was so thick we couldn't see where the flames were at that point.
There's little in the way of a middle mood for returning residents. They're either relieved or very saddened by what they find. There's still a great deal of work for an army of firefighters here. Over 1,200 continue to work here on the ground, putting out hot spots before the wind could spark them anew, and from the air with water-dropping helicopters.
Fire's about 19,000 acres in size. We think we're at about 30% containment. And with the weather that's predicted, we think we'll be able to make more progress on it today. There's no structures threatened at this point. We're hitting it pretty hard with aircraft today, retardant water-dropping helicopters and the hand crews.
Because of the number of fire apparatus in the area, Highway 74 continues to be closed south of Palm Desert, and that will be open to the public at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Highway 73 in the San Bernardino Mountains near the fire scene will be closed indefinitely. They don't know when they're going to be able to open that because there's still a lot of work to be done. So when they're talking about 30% containment, 1,200 firefighters here, there's going to be work to be done for the remainder of this week, and the winds, well, that just doesn't look good, to be sure. I'm Bob Banfield, reporting live in the San Bernardino Mountains in Riverside County.
All right, Bob, thank you for that. And investigators today believe that children firing bottle rockets started a fire which destroyed a Bellflower apartment complex. The flames gutted 10 apartments and heavily damaged 10 others yesterday afternoon. Residents who lost their homes and all their possessions were bitter about the easy availability of fireworks.
Furniture and stuff can be replaced, but the pictures and the important stuff can't be replaced again. And it's all for something very stupid, like a $2 piece of fire stuff. You know, it's devastating when you sit there and you watch your home go up in smoke and you turn around and they're still lighting fireworks right next to the fire.
In Anaheim, 4 units of an apartment building near Disneyland were destroyed by fire early today. There were no injuries, and the cause of that blaze remains under investigation.
And when you hear fire authorities say don't use fireworks at a time like this when it's so dry and everything, there is a reason, and there is the reason right there. It's really awful. But now we've got kind of a cloudy situation out there, I guess. It doesn't show from Bob Banfield's report, but you say it's cloudy outside.
Well, it's easy for him. He's way out there in the desert where they have sunshine. But no, not for us. We've still got some clouds around. But we think we're going to have, before this day is out, we're going to have some sunshine here, even though we're starting out with some clouds right now. So we'll be back to tell you about it. We'll run it.
Yes, I'll give the wheel a final spin.
I'd like to stop.
I'll solve the puzzle. Go ahead. Nice going.
It's America's game.
Wheel at 7:30 on 7.
Do you want a whole world of entertainment right at your fingertips all day, every day? Then turn on the world-class excitement of cable TV. Call today for 24-hour news, sports, the latest music, hilarious comedy, and more. Act now and you'll get an explosive offer that brings you the planet and the stars. Tune in the excitement of Showtime with blockbuster movies, acclaimed originals, and big-time events. HBO drives home Hollywood hits, top quality originals, and exclusive engagements. The Movie Channel has a movie anytime you want one, 24 hours a day. Cinemax brings you 250 movies a month, all summer long. Call 1-800-OK-CABLE now and you'll get installation for just $9.95 or less when you order cable TV and a premium package. Don't miss out. Call now for this limited time offer and bring cable and premium TV right into your world.
It's time to look into what's going on at KFC. Now, not only can you get a whole Colonel's rotisserie gold chicken, 2 large sides, and cornbread muffins for just $9.99, you can also win tickets for 2 on Northwest Airlines, food prizes, cash, even new Suzuki Sidekick 4x4s during the Colonel's Rotisserie Gold Rush game. So look into what's happening now at KFC. Then, look out.
How do you expect your kids to make healthy choices about sex and relationships without the right information? Talk with them. Help them. Call Planned Parenthood.
A search continues for victims of an earthquake that rocked southern Mexico yesterday. The tremors centered off the Pacific coast, and it did severe damage to the port city of Oaxaca, where 2 men died. Both were bricklayers who were killed when a wall they were working on collapsed on them. Seismologists say the quake registered 6.0. It was felt along a wide coastal strip about 300 miles southeast of Mexico City. Oaxaca is a state capital that dates from colonial times, and it is a popular tourist center as well.
Let's turn over to Mr. Johnny Mountain this morning and check in on the weather situation. And we saw that Bob Banfield had clear skies out there, but it's cloudy here.
And he also mentioned the wind. And remember, we did that for the forecast earlier today. We talked about the wind that would be over the mountain and desert area. Also, it'll be out there tomorrow, 20 to 30 miles per hour. But let's go outside right now. We can find out exactly what's going on. Still fog and some low clouds out there. But look, right up here, see up in that area right there? It's beginning to break just a bit. And when it does, we think we'll have some sunshine. Cloudy right now. We're calling it 70 degrees. That's at the Civic Center. Humidity at 63%. The wind southwest at 8. The barometric pressure is at 30.02. And it's rising at this hour. It is, for most of us, it's been a cloudy day. Ventura, 65, certainly some clouds there. Burbank, the same, 67. Riverside, sunshine, 77. Palmdale, definitely sunshine at 84. And Big Bear, sunshine, but it's up high, 73 degrees there. And we'll take a look at some of the low clouds that we have along the coast, all the way from Oregon, all the way back down. And notice that gray area as it moves on shore. Well, that's overnight. And then it starts moving back as the sunshine hits and as we get to daylight hours. Now, let me see if I can get it stopped here this time through. And you can still see where it says L.A., we're still out into the valley areas, and we're expecting a little bit of burning away by this, and that'll give us some sunshine by this afternoon, we think. From about Palos Verdes south, it looks kind of clear, like we might be breaking out very soon for those folks that around our southern area that might be want to go at a little beach time. For us, though, here's the forecast. It's going to be mostly sunny before this day is out, and we will continue to have those winds in the mountain and desert area, 20 to 30 miles per hour, more prevalent in the northern desert area than in the southern desert area, but still some wind out there. High today should be at the Civic Center approximately 80 degrees. I have to do approximate because you never know until officially it comes in. But at any rate, we think it'll be about 80 before this day is out. Temperatures along the coast near 70 degrees or just a little bit more. And as you move inland, you pick up sunshine and you increase the temperature. So we are expecting it to be about 88, 89 Riverside, San Bernardino. The 5-day looks like this as temperatures warm up for a warm weekend in the upper 80s, we think.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you, Johnny. Mexico is matched against Bulgaria at the World Cup soccer meet in New Jersey about an hour from now. Authorities in Huntington Park hope it doesn't spark demonstrations such as the one last week following the game with Italy in which Mexico tied. Henry Alfaro is on the scene with details of that. Henry?
Well, Gene, in less than an hour from now, that game is going to take place back on the East Coast. And millions of Mexicans as well as Mexican Americans will be rooting for their team. Here in the city of Huntington Park, however, there is concern. Previous victories by the Mexican soccer team have resulted in some disturbances. This time, however, to avoid problems, the city has taken some unusual steps. Shops along Pacific Boulevard, the main thoroughfare of Huntington Park, will close at 1 o'clock today. Many didn't open at all. City officials and police hope that this will prevent a reoccurrence of last week's rowdy celebration following Mexico's tie with Italy during the World Cup tournament. Today, local residents approved the closing of the shops. This woman said, "I think it's okay because people are now more relaxed." A shop manager said, "I'm a little nervous, but I'm glad we're going to close." One man said, "Closing the stores for protection is a good idea. As Latinos, we should celebrate, but not in a disruptive way." We're standing on Pacific Boulevard, and with me is Mayor Rick Loya. Rick, at 1 o'clock, foot traffic stops.
That's right. We shut down the boulevard to vehicular traffic this morning. 1 o'clock today, depending how things go, we'll remove foot traffic from the boulevard, play it by ear. If we can handle it and we don't get too many large crowds, then probably we'll let people keep walking.
Police presence?
Police presence. We've got 3 officers in front of me over there. We've had squad cars going all over the place. We've probably got at least 100 officers on right now with a lot of others standing by.
What about traffic along Slauson and Gage, the cities that intersect here?
We've resolved part of the problem by closing down the boulevard so early. We don't have cars that we're going to have to disperse like we did the other 2 times. So you do have a flow, although it's going to probably slow down a little bit with officers over there directing traffic as opposed to having to maintain crowd control here. We'll be able to deal with all that more effectively.
Well, certainly they will be able to deal with it more effectively. In the meantime, the city of Huntington Park is rooting for Mexico and that World Cup tournament team. Reporting live from Huntington Park, I'm Henry Alfaro.
Hey, Henry, thank you for that. And now a final look at this morning's developments in the O.J. Simpson preliminary hearing when we come back with more Eyewitness News.
To see what makes Arrowhead Mountain spring water different from those other bottled waters, you have to go back to the source. And with Arrowhead, that means going back a little farther and longer than most. Back past those called drinking water, which use processed tap water or local well water. Back to protected springs that have flowed for thousands of years. Then it will be true mountain spring water. Then it will be Arrowhead. But instead of you coming to us, Arrowhead will bring the mountain to you. Call this number and you'll receive 1 month's free rental on the cooler of your choice. And 2 bottles free of the water that's as pure as earthly possible. And service that's as reliable as humanly possible. So call this number now. Since 1894, Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. It's better up here.
While Congressman Huffington voted against new border guards, Dianne Feinstein led the fight to stop illegal immigration.
Many nights, 3,000 illegal immigrants try to cross this border. Our Border Patrol agents are outnumbered 60 to 1. In my short time in the Senate, I've worked to make Washington face this California problem with more Border Patrol agents, new fencing, lighting, and equipment. I'm Dianne Feinstein, and I've just begun to fight for California.
KABC TV Channel 7 welcomes Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus to Southern California as we celebrate the birthday party of the year for America's sweethearts, Baby Elephants, Romeo and Juliet. Tickets are on sale now at the box offices and all Ticketmaster outlets, or call 213-480-3232 or 714-740-2000 to charge by phone. See the babies all America wants to see. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience only this year, only at Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, the greatest show on earth.
Get the flame-broiled Whopper for the everyday price of just 99 cents at Burger King. We may not be the world's #1 fast food place. It just tastes that way.
Sunjet International introduces daily service to New York via Newark for just $129. Call 1-800-4-SUNJET to reserve your seat.
Let's go back to the downtown criminal courts building now, where Channel 7's Paul Dandridge has an update on the morning session of the O.J. Simpson preliminary hearing.
A lot of time was spent, Marianne, on where Mr. Simpson was. Wherever he was, he got back to his home about 10:56 or 10:57. And there is a thump just before that we hear about. Is that Mr. Simpson coming in a back gate that does not need a key? Well, Todd Melnick, there are some problems with that the prosecution is going to have to fill in.
Right. Now, one of the problems is that they have a blood trail going from the Bronco up the driveway and into the house. If they're saying now that Mr. Simpson came through that back gate, then how do they explain the blood trail?
And on that same point of the blood, that is one of the reasons, the Bronco anyway, as to why they went into the house to search it, to get the search warrant.
Exactly. What happened is they wanted to go check on Mr. Simpson to tell him what had happened, And his kids were at the police station, and they used that blood as a reason to get into the property.
Okay, and more on that as this afternoon session gets underway. And what is in that envelope, of course. Paul Dandridge, back to you.
Everybody's wondering. You're right, Paul. Thank you very much. And that does it for us now on Eyewitness News. General Hospital is next, followed by complete coverage of the O.J. Simpson preliminary hearing at 2 o'clock. Until tomorrow, for Marianne Bannister, Johnny Mountain, the entire Eyewitness News team, I'm Gene Gleason. Thanks for watching. You have a great day.
Take care.
This summer, go to the movies with Showtime. Go for the suspense. The thrill. The fantasy. There's only one place on TV to go for these big hit movies. Go to the movies with Showtime.
I don't believe it. I finally get the car of my dreams, and my insurance goes through the roof.
Call 1-800-64-GENERAL.
It's bad enough I get another ticket. There was no accident, but my insurance company still raised my rate?
Call 1-800-64-GENERAL.
There must be a quality company that can provide me with the coverage I need.
The General is Southern California's innovative source for automobile insurance. From Santa Barbara to San Diego, The General can help you. Call today.
I'll never forget it. My son and I came home, and our door had been kicked open. The house was ransacked. He was so upset. He couldn't sleep. He had nightmares. Then we got a Brinks home security system. Now we come home with a good, secure feeling.
Protect your family with Brinks Home Security. Call 1-800-2-BRINKS now before it's too late.
I'm Sherry Tipmore. Thanks, Brinks.
Jeopardy tonight at 7 on 7.
I hope my wedding looks this beautiful.
Your wedding, Brenda?
Well, I mean, not for years and years, but a girl can dream, right?
Well, the problem with dreaming is that you get used to having all the things you want. And unfortunately, real life is more complicated, and so are people.
Meaning Sonny?
So am I.
Lila, I'm sorry that this is still an issue.
I realize all too well the attraction of forbidden fruit.
But that's not what this is about. There's a lot more to Sonny than his bad reputation. I wish that you would get to know him. You know, maybe I could invite him to the wedding. Well, if it isn't the bridegroom. How's it feel to be getting married again, Ned?
Do you approve of these arrangements, Ned?
Yes, Grandma, they're fine.
Here, let go. Give me the cane, okay? See?
Wait.
Here, this is for you. Okay? It's my high school ring. We'll get it fixed, okay? So that it'll fit on the proper finger.
Lois, no, this isn't necessary. I mean, you can't see the bottle.
Nervous?
No. Why?
That's right, you've been through this before. Several times. Of course, it was different with Jenny. Or was it? You know, Ned, you always seem to have these hidden little motives.
You're even nastier than usual. Does all this remind you of the last wedding that took place in this room? The one where your bride-to-be walked out on you?
Well, Ned, if you're expecting history to repeat itself, I'd think again. Because Catherine's not going to let her meal ticket get away. Catherine Bell, soon to be Ashton, is cooking your goose. I think you finally met your match, Ned.
Hi.
Go away, Lucy.
No, if you would just let me in for 1 minute, you won't regret it.
I'm not in the mood.
No, wait! Ow, you are crushing my foot!
Then move it!
No, I am willing to sacrifice this foot just to make you listen to me. You know what? You're going to feel very guilty. Ow! When you have to watch me hobble around on crutches for months.
I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Lucy?
Ow!
Say what you're gonna say right here.
Is this any way to treat your friend? You're going to thank me later.
I doubt it.
Oh, no. I hope you're not on call tonight.
Why?
Because you and Bobby are going to a party together.
General Hospital, brought to you by Carnation Good Start Infant Formula. It's made to be gentle.
You want everything that touches your baby to be gentle, like his first friend and his first formula. We chose Carnation Good Start.
It's different from other routine infant formulas.
Good Start's protein is specially processed into smaller pieces to make it gentle, easily digestible. No formula is more nutritious. Remember,
Breast milk is best, but Good Start formula is made to be gentle.
Gentle for you. Carnation Good Start. It's made to be gentle.
When I was on other diets, I couldn't control my appetite. I always felt hungry, and I was so easily tempted. So easily tempted.
Just one Dexatrim controls your appetite all day. You eat less and start losing weight from day one.
I went down 2 pant sizes, and it just made me feel like running around and screaming like a loon because it just feels great. That's my story. I lost 10.5 pounds, and I did it with Dexatrim. I was like, yes.
Just one Dexatrim and you start losing weight from day one.
You make me feel so young.
Primus Ultra, the first fat-free margarine, just 5 calories a serving.
You make me feel so young.
Fat-free Primus Ultra. Get heart smart.
Timely news for asthma sufferers. You should know Primatene Mist starts to open clogged breathing passages in as fast as 15 seconds. So for asthma relief that starts in as fast as 15 seconds, trust Primatene Mist.
Guess how many bottles of that bargain pine it would take to equal the cleaning power in one bottle of Pine Sol Cleaner?
2?
More?
3?
No.
4?
5. Now get Pine Sol at a new low price every day.
I'll take Pine Sol.
The toughest test of any fabric softener is hanging clothes up to dry. But Downy softness can make a difference. Mid-priced brands can leave clothes feeling stiffer. Downy gives your clothes a softer, fluffy feel. Come on into the most fluffy softness. Come on into Downy.
Sonny, guess what?
You bought more strawberries and you're on your way over here?
Lila just asked me to invite you to Ned's wedding tonight.
Well, I thought we were going to hear Miguel sing at the Outback.
Well, that's later. What, do you have a problem with this?
Well, I usually don't go out of my way to step into a hornet's nest.
Listen, what Lila says goes around here, and she told me to invite you.
Is this a command appearance?
It would mean a lot to me.
I don't need the good housekeeping seal of approval.
I already gave it to you.
Is that so?
I want you here.
You want me anywhere, anytime.
True. Will you come?
Probably.
Hey, I said don't move. I happen to know that Maxie would be very disappointed if Lucas wasn't at her party, and he needs both of his parents to take him, which I think under the circumstances you and Bobby want to do. Now listen to me. This is a perfect opportunity to put this unpleasantness aside and start a step toward reconciliation.
Unpleasantness.
Okay, fine. Unpleasantness is a bit of an understatement, but Lucy, what are you doing here?
She was just leaving.
No, I'm not leaving until both of you agree to go to this party.
Why don't you go stick your nose in somebody else's business for a change?
What Bobby is saying is that we would appreciate it if we could be left alone, please.
I don't need an interpreter, thank you very much.
You see what you've done? You've already made things worse. Now, for your information, we had already planned to take Lucas to Maxie's party.
Oh. Well, that's wonderful.
Just don't make anything more out of it than it is.
I'm just saying it's a start.
And whatever we decide to work out on our marriage, you'll be the last to know. Now, have I made myself clear? Butt out.
But that's gratitude? Well, then good. Why don't you just be miserable together? See if I care. Well, you and I still agree on something. For a change.
Yep.
It's not a toaster.
Should I wait and open it with Ned?
Oh, I don't think so.
A sterling silver calculator?
It seemed appropriate on many levels.
Elegant and expensive.
Exactly.
And professional looking.
After this last maneuver, I definitely consider you a professional.
Thank you. Should we drink to my good fortune?
I don't want to make you late for your wedding.
Well, it's not as if we're renting the hall by the hour.
Well, money isn't everything.
Huh. Isn't that your credo?
You are quite a woman. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to working with you again.
To what end?
You want to bring the Quartermains to their knees? I thought so. Things have come full circle, but then again, I always knew that they would.
I'm marrying Ned.
It's just the opening gambit. When it comes to the end game, you and I shall play.
And who will win?
We both can. That's the beauty of it. You can have it all.
I intend to.
Catherine. I can't tell you how there's been no one like you. You have unleashed feelings that you are beautiful, blushing bride, so lovely and unvirginal, thank God. You know what I want?
You want a piece of the action. The days are long gone, Damien, where you could seduce me into compliance. Save your best material for people who are more gullible, like Bobby Jones and Lucy Coe. Because I know when you're blowing it out your ear.
For once, Catherine, you are dead wrong.
Introducing the most durable Bounty ever.
It does jobs I never thought a paper towel could do, even Bounty. Now, the quicker picker-upper is the quilted picker-upper.
The quilted quicker picker-upper. It's still quicker.
And now it's stronger than ever, so it's extra durable. I can even scrub a carpet with it.
Look, ordinary paper towels fall apart, even top quality towels. But new quilted Bounty is this much stronger.
It's as great for every tough job as it is for everyday jobs.
The quilted quicker picker-upper.
New quilted Bounty.
Bounty.
Your diet failed. Don't blame yourself. Maybe your diet aid was made for somebody else.
Accutrim has 3 formulas. One is made for you. Accutrim Maximum Strength, 16-hour steady control, or late day. 3 Accutrim formulas, 3 dieting needs.
One worked for me. One can work for you.
You just won $10 million in the clearinghouse sweepstakes.
Oh, God, you guys.
From St. Cloud to St. Louis, to the land of the midnight sun, real people winning riches. What if you won?
This is wonderful. I don't believe it.
Miracles can happen at your house, too.
I never won anything at home.
Publishers Clearinghouse, the house where dreams come true.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
You act like your dog?
Him? No, thanks.
For rich, creamy Klondike ice cream?
Well, maybe a pant.
Covered with a rich, chocolatey coating? No bark, no bite. Now speak, doggy.
For that chocolatey coated ice cream, loaded big and thick, no room for a stick. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Now, can your dog act like you? Perfect.
I know you're wishing on Yonder Star for a new kind of diaper that's better by far. This is your day, your ultimate dream. You've got what you wished for, new Huggies Supreme. The only disposable diaper with a moisture-proof cover that feels soft like cloth, outside and in. With flexible tabs from Velcro USA that fasten and refasten. An amazing leakage protection. You've got it all, your wish so rare. New Huggies Supreme, the ultimate in care.
Robin, look, we're both grateful that Maxie is out of the hospital and healthy, all right?
Of course.
So it's time to celebrate. What do you say we put our differences aside for the moment and just be happy for Felicia and Maxie?
All right.
All right, give me 10. Give me 20. Give me a hug. Ouch. Thank you.
My pal, Max Scorpio.
My pal, Lois Cirillo. Meet my niece, Robin Scorpio.
We met, yeah. You're Brenda's friend, right? Yeah. So, I see you setting up for the little party tonight. Miguel, he asked me to come in here and sing. I know my band is backing him up, but I wanted to make sure with you I wasn't intruding.
No, not at all. In fact, word must have gotten out that Miguel's going to be doing his thing because the reservations have been pouring in. Excuse me.
Oh, okay. I've got great instincts, don't I? Are those real? Yeah, they're my babies. Give me more satisfaction than most kids would. Mine just break off. I'll let you in on a little trade secret, Rob, okay? Gelatin. Put it in everything. Juice, soup. It's gonna make your nails grow out to here. And then you'll tell me where to get the polish? Absolutely. Good. Maybe you could, give me a little bit of advice. You see, I wanted to get Maxie a little present, but, I don't know. Is she into dolls? She'll love it. Yeah, I love it. Oh, why do we have to grow up? Says we do. I still play with dolls. Speaking of dolls, would you excuse me? Sure. Okay. Hey. Save some air for the gig tonight, babe.
Got plenty.
Yeah?
You and Brenda coming?
I said we would. You don't think that we've given up on signing you to L&B, did you? One way or another, we're going to figure a way out of your little dilemma.
How much did you tell Brenda?
Nothing. I swear.
Sonny?
Sonny is just the money man, but they are both hot to sign you.
But you understand why I can't do that, right?
I understand the problem. Doesn't mean it's an insoluble one. Anyway, I've got a little bit of time to kill, so I'm gonna go head over to the Q's and pick up my partner. She and Sonny have a way of getting themselves distracted and forgetting where they're supposed to be. I'll see you later.
Later.
Believe it or not, every word of that was true. Not that I blame you for wondering what game I'm playing. Games have been our specialty. You pointed that out on more than one occasion, and we play them better than anyone. It's been fun. Now it's time to set the record straight.
Why now?
I admit it's a little late for me to tell you I love you.
About 2 years too late.
Yes, about. I wonder what might have happened if I'd been capable of being honest from the beginning. I wasn't. And now it's too late. Yes, yes, well, I have another wedding gift, or, well, perhaps you should call it a remembrance, but it's for the bride's eyes only. I don't think it would have any meaning to Ned. I hope it has meaning to you.
Yes.
We spent a rather spectacular weekend at that resort.
You cap it?
I have a sentimental streak. I keep it under wraps along with my real feelings.
I remember thinking that whole week that you were waiting to tell me something.
Well, now you know. And, if I had had the, courage or the honesty, but I didn't. It doesn't matter.
Maybe it does.
It's too late.
It's not too late for some things.
When you're using lots of tissues, are they soft enough?
No, never. Really blowing a lot. That's why you get a raw nose. It's really sore right around the edge.
That's why there's Ultra Soft Puffs.
Wow, it's really soft. Very velvety.
You see, puffs are puffed for softness that really adds up. Softness that 4 out of 5 people prefer.
Nobody uses one tissue.
I could go like this, and I didn't have any rawness.
Puffs does not offend your nose.
I'm gonna change to Puffs.
Ultra Soft Puffs, softest on your nose through all the blows.
This morning my nose said thank you.
How fast does maximum strength Ambisol start to relieve toothache pain? Before you can say
Ambisol.
Get maximum strength relief from toothache pain on contact. Maximum strength Ambisol. Put it on. The pain is gone.
Why VO5 hot oil?
So you don't have to worry about daily damage. Used before you shampoo, only VO5 has a patented bonding system that penetrates to deep condition. Leaves hair strong, healthy.
Why Alberto VO5 once a week does so much.
The King of Burgers and Disney bring your kids Lion King-size fun. For just $1.99, get a hamburger kids meal with one of 7 Lion King toys, featuring young Simba, playful Pumbaa, and mighty Mufasa. Lion King kids meals for just $1.99 only at Burger King.
This insert is what some women use for yeast infections. Not me. This is my choice, Monistat 7. You can feel how soft it is. Most important, Monistat is the one my doctor urged me to use. In fact, more doctors recommend Monistat 7 than any other cure. Monistat, the #1 choice of women, the #1 recommendation of doctors.
On the next Mike and Maddie,
We'll find out what the shadow knows with the star himself, Alec Baldwin.
plus tigers
And wallabies.
and sloths,
Oh my.
plus fashion tips on how to dress like sexy superstar Julia Roberts.
Oh my.
See who's talking to Mike and Maddie tomorrow here on ABC Daytime.
Blair is doing it all in the name of love.
With a kiss, just the right look, just the right touch. I'm such a femme fatale.
This summer, she'll leave you breathless. One Life to Live here on ABC Daytime.
Annabelle, you look like how I feel. Can I give you a few words of advice? don't ever get married twice in the same week.
Wait till you see this room. You will not believe it. It is absolutely ludicrous.
Oh, my.
Ned, I do not understand why you and Catherine didn't just get married in the judge's chambers and save the expense. This is ridiculous.
Alan, I wouldn't be worrying about expense if I were you. It would have cost you a whole lot more if I had refused to marry her. Excuse me. I have to get dressed.
He's got some nerve considering the extortion he's demanded.
Oh, he'll rue this union, mark my words. We'll have the last laugh. Where is she?
Probably on her way here.
Maybe she'll get lost.
Maybe Damien will get lost with her.
I hope Ned fully appreciates what he's getting.
Of course he does. I have given him so much leverage against his family. He is holding them for a pretty penny. And there's plenty more where that came from.
You use Ned, and he uses you.
Neat and uncomplicated.
Well, there's always the possibility of complication. You're swimming in treacherous waters, but if you ever fall overboard without your shark repellent, I happen to know a thing or two about these particular sharks.
I'll remember that.
Do, Catherine. I know how much financial security has always meant to you.
I really can't be late.
Can't have that.
You know, we both stand to gain a great deal from this.
Let me help you.
He's late. Maybe he decided not to come. Oh, Reginald, get the door.
It's my job.
Oh! Man, what's going on, dude?
You know.
Hi.
Mr. Corinthos.
Thank you. Hi, I was beginning to worry about you.
Traffic was terrible.
Glad you're here. Lila asked me to apologize to you. She said that the thought of Ned marrying that woman gave her the vapors. She went upstairs and she said she's never coming back down.
Well, it sounds like progress. At least she wanted me here.
At my request.
I figured as much.
Lila thinks a lot of me. She thinks that I have good instincts. And my well-being means a lot to her.
Well, then her and I have a lot in common.
You look gorgeous.
So do you.
Want some more drink?
Yeah, sure. You know, I didn't know what to expect at one of these society weddings, but it looks pretty tame. You know, back in Bensonhurst, we would, like, get on the roofs. We'd just keep partying, you know, till there was no tomorrow.
What's he doing here?
AJ.
You know, Sonny, the basketball court's one thing, but you're not welcome inside this house.
Oh, yes, he is. He's Lila's guest.
Starting July 15th.
May I see your invitation, please?
Sure. There's nothing.
Can you lean back a second?
More exciting.
Excuse me, Captain. Can I borrow your plane for a minute?
More fun.
Could you press the button for the top floor, please?
More dangerous than the truth.
What can I say? I'm a spy.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis in a James Cameron film, True Lies, rated R. Starts Friday, July 15th.
5 ounces of milk make every 3/4 ounce Kraft single taste better. How do they do this?
Once every year, the Big Dipper pours milk all over the moon because the moon's made of cheese. Then the astronauts scoop up the singles.
More milk means better taste, and every 3/4 ounce Kraft single is made from 5 ounces of milk.
Melted moon.
Unlike imitation cheese made mostly with oil and water.
Pardon me?
Milk makes Kraft singles taste better.
Get See, they're up there.
General Hospital will continue in a moment, here on ABC.
In every story, there's a turning point. Think slavery's gone? It's not. It still exists worldwide, even in America.
It was a living hell.
Turning Point takes you...
Wheel at 7:30 on 7.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Paramount Pictures presents...
Your boy's different.
We're all different.
The story of an American original.
Who in the hell is that? Forrest Gump, Coach. Just a local idiot.
Tom Hanks.
My name's Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump.
Robin Wright.
Why are you so good to me?
You're my girl.
Gary Sinise.